Hi guys, in this video I'll talk about the Artillerist, what is Artillerist, and about class engraving of this class. Let's show you the skill first. Artillerist first skill is Enhanced Shell. Just shoot one shot and very low cooldown. Second skill is like this. Shoot the gun. Shotgun. It's shotgun, just shotgun. But in here, many artillerists don't use it. And Gatling shoot. This is like the machine gun, but it is only used in the PvP, not in near PvE state. And pressurized hit bomb. It shoots some rockets very near. It gives high damage. So firepower artillerists use it. Next skill, like this, just attack the position not used in PvE and used for PvP. Because artillerist is the very old class, skill effect is not good, very good. Napalm shot. Why people who start artillerist at first character will start because of bomb, and I think this is the very good skill for this concept of artillerist. Very good effect. And this is the swing. Just swing your weapon. In here, if you make in LostArk there is a tripod system, and if you make 7 level and get some tripod, you can go with these skills. And this is the air light skill. Very good skills of artillerist. Bomb, big bomb. And this is the jump shoot. Like this. Very bad skills. Don't use it. And summon turret. This turret attacks enemy automatically. Plasma storm. Summon the plasma storm, and this storm changes the enemy. Gravity explosion. Like this, have a little good effect. And forward barrage. Just shoot the barrage. Your fireworks. Homing missile. Homing, this is the very good skills. Have a good effect also. And energy shield. You can get the shield. And in artillerist, there is the barrage mode, which is the identity. So let's show you. If you fulfill your identity, you can use the barrage mode. This is the barrage mode Q skills, W skills, E skills. And barrage mode basic attack is like this. Human mode basic attack is like this. And let's say about then what is the barrage artillerist identity. In here there are two identity of artillerist. One is firepower gauge, which is left one, and one is barrage identity, right one. If you attack the boss with skills, you can fulfill this boss gauge. And if you go to that orange color with firepower, you can get 10% damage buff. And after you go to the last zone, you can get 20% damage. You can find in this buff. And if you fulfill all gauge, you go to this state, 30% damage, which is the max. But if you don't hit any enemy for seconds, this firepower gauge goes down slowly. Like this. If you attack enemy with a basic attack or skill, you can stop this down. And if skills, you can fulfill one more time. This is the barrage gauge. If you see this button and press that, you can go to barrage mode. Q have the armor destruction synergy. W can rotation very fastly. R skill, shield, It carries very big range, but rotation is slow. One more jet you can get out, but you will get the cooling debuff, which means you can't get any barrage identity with this debuff for 20 seconds. Also, if you have in the wheelchair mode, that barrage mode, so this is the barrage mode, but many people saying that it is the wheelchair. If you get in this mode, you will have the buff that incoming damage minus 20%. So in LostArk, there are 2 engravings per classes. In Artillerist, firepower enhancement and barrage enhancement. So let's show you the barrage enhancement first. What is this barrage firepower enhancement case first? What is this engraving? It increase your normal skill damage 25%. What is normal skills? Used in this human boom, not barrage form. So this QWERASDF means normal form, and this is barrage form. Except this mode, all skills damage increase 25%. And your incoming damage minus 50% when you are human form. Also, your firepower gauge, you know that firepower is going down when you don't hit enemy for seconds, but this time increasing 40 seconds plus, so 22 seconds you have the time that this gauge go down when you don't hit. In here, I really recommend this class engraving, not barrage, for a new person who start Artillerist firepower. I really recommend for user who start LostArk or interesting in barrage. Why I recommend this is it is easy, fast, not weak, have good HP plus armor, good stagger, and no need many runes. Means other skill point or star etc. Let's show you the in here. Artillerist, firepower or barrage both have very many settings, but I will talk about the firepower just 3 cases. Normal case, for beginner, for expertiser, who want highest damage with firepower set. Normal case, crit, burr plus just swift for necklace, plus nightmare. For beginner, burr swift or swift 10 plus crit plus nightmare. Crit full plus specialization plus hallucination. So this is the relic set and stat, and now I'll talk about the engraving of firepower. This is the firepower artillerist essential engraving 3. But in this kin blood weapon case, if you don't have the crit rate at least 60%, it is bad engraving. So engraving essential. I will delete this for a beginner case. Engrudge plus firepower enhancement. Recommend. Now talk about recommend adrenaline, holster, kin master, kin blunt weapon, and mass increase. You can select in these 3. Holster, okay, just see in here. And if you have a 9-7 stone and have ancient accessories, you can choose the 2 level engraving. And what is good level 1 engraving is Adrenaline, Hitmaster, or Ether Predator. You can choose these 3 things for a 1 level engraving. So normal case, get what I don't recommend for beginner build the keen blunt weapon, but except this beginner case, you guys should take the keen blunt weapon for this boss case. Then how about skill? Skill is basically this skill build, and you need a counter skill, so if you need good counter, forward barrage. If you need good stagger, then napalm shot. If you need good movement skills, then swing. It is your selection. And if you want very high damage, so I mean this expertiser case, then you should remove this energy field and give flamethrower like this. And rune. In here, if you feel lack of mana with food, then you will take conviction plus judge plus focus runes. So for firepower artillerist, take 2 focus, conviction, judge, then you can 4 8 runes, and you can choose only 4 runes. So 1 bleed plus 3 Garwind, plus overwhelm plus rage. So selection in these 4 things. That's why I recommend the firepower for new player, because this rune selection have a very high free. Because if you do this setting, you will go to boundless MP state. That means no lack of mana, so don't need this rune too. Just select in 8 things what you want in these things. That is okay with firepower. Then how about gem? So in normal case, we use flamethrower, energy field, not flamethrower. So multiple rocket launcher, pressurized hit bomb, homing, barrage, air light. These 4 skills are main skills of firepower in artillerist. So put both gem to them. And energy field, which have the very good skills for artillerist, have a push immunity and shield. And enhanced shield, it have a very good damage. Also give turret damage. This is my recommendation gem for normal case, and if you are expertiser and don't use the energy field and give flamethrower, your gem of energy fields go out. Then give flamethrower damage gem, or give summon turret cooldown gem. It is okay. So this is the end of the build, and I'll talk about that. Firepower enhancement engraving gives only normal skills 25%, and it means they will not use this barrage mode for damage normally, normal case. Then it means this wheelchair mode gives your incoming damage minus 20% buff and shield and push immunity. So firepower can use this mode for just survive. That's my first reason why I recommend it. And this firepower will normally use swiftness set, so I will give 1k crit swiftness. Then you can see very high speed and your motion delay become very faster. So that's second reason why I recommend. And in here, there are accessory quality in LostArk, and if you are doing specialization character, this figure, specialization figure means your damage. But in your quick swift case, you don't need the high quality of this figure. That means you can buy the low quality accessories for crit swiftness characters. It means price is very cheap. That's the third reason. And last legend is in LostArk there is cycle dealer or non-cycle dealer. Firepower enhancement is no cycle dealer that press just skill if your cooldown is back. You can just press skills without thinking. Just press. That's why I recommend it. Just press. Then it is your skill cycle. Also, because it have energy field, barrage mode for save, and napalm, hit bomb, multiple rocket launcher have the very good stagger. Also, it don't have very low damage, means it is very good at try. Very good at try. That's why I recommend it. And I also said that who want to start barrage, then start with the firepower. That's because normally barrage artillerists don't use the swiftness, and artillerist skills have the very big motion delay of all skills. That's why I recommend firepower first, because you should know the artillerist motion delay, and because this homing and LA have the very high delay of hit, you should know that timing of each bosses. And second, you can't move with this wheelchair mode, and each wheelchair mode have the very big motion delay, each skills. And if you don't have space, you should get out with jet, and it also have the delay. That's why I recommend it. And I will show you the firepower artillerist damage buff graph. If x-axis is time t and y-axis is damage, then firepower enhancement case, this is .55, .45. Just go like this sine graph. This is the firepower artillerist damage graph. So then let's talk about the barrage artillerist case. So I'll talk the relic set, stat, engraving, scale, rune, gem, or case. So in barrage artillerist, what is barrage enhancement engraving? In near this says it increase barrage skill damage 20%, barrage skill kill rate 40%, and you can fulfill your barrage identity 30% faster and don't have the cooling debuff. It means you can fulfill this barrage gauge 30% faster with that engraving. Like this, you can see a little difference with firepower case. And your barrage skills damage increase 20% and only for barrage skills kill rate increase 40%. Also, after use barrage mode and get out, don't have the cooling debuff, it means you can fulfill your barrage identity right after get out of it. So this is what is engraving saying. And let's talk about the engravings. For barrage artillerist, my recommend essential engravings is these four things. In near, all-out attack is not the essential, but if you choose it, you don't have any damage difference with other engravings, but all-out attack is very cheap engraving for accessories. That's why I recommend for essential. If you don't want to use it, and in near, if you use all-out attack, barrage vs normal skills, damage distribution is 7.3, but if you don't use all-out attack, almost 6.4. If you want highest selling, you will not use all-out attack, but in rare case, all-out attack is the always better choice in engraving. So I add it for essential. Except this, what you will select is Curse Door. Oh, not Awakening. I mischoosen it. Curse Door and Hitmaster Adrenaline. For 3 multiply 5, Adrenaline is the best case, and with 9-7 stones or ancient accessories for 1 level engraving, Adrenaline is the best case you choose for 1 level engraving, or Actar Predator. It's also okay, but Adrenaline is the best. I can say it. And setting. There is only one Lincoln set of Barrage Artillerist, full specialization, plus crit necklace, plus starvation set. It is N. Don't do other. Then you can't do the see the damage that you can see in the YouTube. Also, basic skill set like this. Why I don't recommend Barrage Artillerist for newbie is because of motion delay or future don't move etc. But also it needs very high many runes. For essentially you should take 3 rest runes for this flamethrower, gravity explosion, and forward or enhanced shares. So rune rest for gravity plus flamethrower plus enhanced shell or forward. It is your hobby difference, enhanced and forward. And believe for turret. Here, turret believe. And barrage W and E skills Garwin. It is essentials. Essentials. You can't choose any other things. It is very. So 6 runes are essential, and except this, you have a 2 slot to choose. Then purify, rage, quick recharge, for enhanced shell or forward that you are not give in this verse. Or rage to a barrage, use skills or gathering for airlay, or verse for homing or airlay, or enhance or forward. In here, if you want, you can change the airlay and summon turret or forward barrage. So if you want to use hit bomb, then turret or airlay to hit bomb is okay. Also change forward to napalm or swing is also okay. It is your hobby, but highest damage set is this. And if you think it is too slow and I can't play with this skill bird, it's too slow, then change this forward for swing level 7. You can get movement, good counter, and high stagger with this. But recommend you after you know how to use barrage artillerist, change it to forward. It will show you the very high damage difference. So gem case. In here, I said you before, barrage mode have very high damage percent of barrage skills. So barrage skill level 9 plus other gem level 5. vs barrage plus all skill level 7. This is stronger. So I recommend this setting. And energy field cooldown, homing, gravity, LA, both gem. Okay. What I think have high priority, I will give the higher level gem in barrage case. In firepower mode case, there is no that priority you should do because their damage proportion is all same of normal skills. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is my recent skill bird, and if you in near, you cannot use this is selection. So these states are essential, and if you want, you can add cooldown gem for turret or give enhanced shell cooldown or forward cooldown. This is your hobby difference. So I do engraving, skill bird, skill runes, gem. Also, in near, barrage artillerists have the very bad stagger in this highest damage skill bird. So if you want, you should change one skills to napalm or slings. So I normally change my turret skills to napalm if I need high stagger case, like boss or Bordyke Abyss Dungeon. And in near, barrage artillerists have the cycle, not like firepower enhancement. And if your skill cooldown is on, you should not use it for a cycle. If you use it, your next cycle delayed and lose many damage. And because this barrage mode have the 70% of one cycle, if you miss press or both go run away, you lose your 70% cycle. Also, barrage artillerist specialization back 100 means 5% damage increasement. It means you should buy very high accessory qualities for damage, and it's very expensive except all-out attack or are major engravings. So that's why I don't recommend for a new player, but who know how to do LostArk is okay. Also, I will show you that our barrage artillerist damage graph. If this is dot 8 and dot 2, it likes Clark. And normally this period is 23 seconds. And if you miss-shoot some skills, this zero clock period become little longer, like this. This will, if you miss one skill, 30 seconds. And if you miss-shoot your barrage mode, then go ahead this. If you miss-shoot barrage mode, then you should lose one cycle. And next cycle, you can get barrage mode, like this. In here, if barrage mode lose his one cycle, this sign graph little like go this, but come back easier like this. So I talk about the skill, runes, engravings, and other things. So what I want in this video is what is artillerist? First, what is artillerist? And second, I really recommend the firepower artillerist first before you start barrage artillerist or new player. And then because of Heartbreak Shaja, ancient accessories appears. It means you should buy new accessories with eye level 1540 because 363 vs 361 have 5% damage difference, big damage difference. So until 5040, do firepower and have a time to familiar with artillerist. After that, start barrage with buying ancient accessories. Also, firepower is the god of try. It means firepower is a very good class in hard and normal where Shaja gets to internal case. So with Lalic accessories, you can try the internal very easily. It means you can go party with very easily. And then if you go eye level increase and buy ancient accessories for barrage, you can give burst damage. It means very fastly skip internal case, like YouTube. So thanks for watching this video.